We are going to do a pose called reclining cobbler's pose, or in Sanskrit, Supta Baddha Konasana. I like saying that, so. And I'm going to set this up in a way that gives you a little bit more of a reclining, like in a recliner, and using these two blocks. So if you would just step forward just a bit, and where I'm going to put the bolsters is not to the back of those blocks, so that these are nice firm bolsters, but if you get wonky bolsters, they bend. But this props up your bolster a little bit to give you more of an incline. And then I'm going to ask you, Robin, to sit right in front of that. Not on it, in front of it, so that you can feel that bolster right up against the lower spine, right up against the sacrum. Can you feel that? Okay, good. And then I'm going to just place one blanket behind you. It may be that we take it away, but I've never done this with you, so we'll just see if you are going to need this little lift for the cervical spine or not. And then I'm going to do something that takes a little bit more time and effort, but in the end result makes everyone feel really secure and comfortable going into this pose, and also helps you stay firm and comfortable while you are in it. This is what I call a yoga blanket linguini wrap. And I'm then going to ask you, Robin, to bring your feet together, the soles of your feet together. And I'm going to place your linguini on top of your feet. Okay? And then thread the linguini through your calves. And then ask you to hold on to both sides. Oh wait, it's kind of not even. Let's even it up a bit so they're both the same length. And hold on to them, and with them like reins, pull your feet in towards your crotch. There you go, nice. Okay, and now keep hold of your reins. They're nice and secure, right? And just lower your whole body, controlling your descent with those reins. There she goes, and that's why I said she, I think, doesn't need a blanket. But if we did have a blanket, I'd put it there. What do you think? Let's try it with that. You like it? Okay, good. All right. So then the other wonderful part of this pose is that the linguini becomes a belt around your thighs, okay, to hold your thighs nice and firm, so that they don't feel the weight of gravity pulling them out. They have some support there. Do you feel how that supports you? Okay, good. Now, for some people that may not be, the linguini may not be long enough, so if it isn't long enough, what I suggest is using a block underneath there to hold it firm. Because sometimes linguinis don't come in varying lengths, okay? Great. Now, the next thing is, we want to do something with your arms here, all right? And Robin brought her hands to the floor, and you can see the position that her arm is in, okay? It is that the elbow is coming out of the arm socket, and you know what it's doing? It's pulling. Yeah, it's pulling. So here's where we want to, instead of using the block, we might want to bring and actually that to me is not quite enough blanket. I would have it come, because what I want is for there to be no space at all, that elbow to have no space at all. So I might just put another blanket there. And then lift your arm up and place it. Now, do you feel that whole elbow on blanket. And we'll want to do the same thing for the other side. So, thank you. Thank you, magically. Where did those blankets come from? Okay. So the important thing here is we really have every element of a restorative pose going on. No muscle in Robin's body is engaging right now. Until that elbow was lifted up, there were muscles in that arm socket that were engaging. And now gravity is going to open up her chest, which is one of the major objectives in this particular pose, Supta Konasana. And the linguini is holding her thighs in that open position without any resistance on the internal ligaments of the thighs, holding them open. So this is a really wonderful way to get into Supta Konasana.